There it is, folks. You're looking at the 1995 Media CFL game in Regina All-Star with 5 touchdowns. Eric Francis.
I don't want to be like braggadocious, but it was MVP.
Sorry.
Not All-Star. It was just MVP. There was just one, and I got it, and I kept the ball, and I carried that ball for the better part of the weekend. And, you know, it reminds me of, I've told you this story before when I kicked that 48-yard field goal and I won $50,000. I told you I kicked it on behalf of a fan, right? And he missed, so then I kicked on his behalf. I gave him 25 grand. 25 grand, tax-free money. Here you go. He started a family with it. Like, that's pretty cool. The other 25 we gave to charity and got a tax receipt. I bought the hot tub. I've told you that story. Blah, blah, blah. But what I didn't tell you about is when I kicked that field goal, I got to admit, that was a thrill. Like, to do that in front of 35,000 people. This is when the Stamps used to sell out and it mattered in Calgary. And I clutched that ball like you couldn't have taken that ball out of my hands. Like no one in football history would have been able to. Mike Singletary wouldn't have been able to knock this ball out of my hands back in the day. And I went immediately to the bar with my buddies and we had a great old time. About a quarter and a half later, the dude who I gave the $25,000 to comes up to me. He's like, "Oh my God, I've been looking all over for you, man." He goes, "You said something about a free t-shirt, and I just didn't know where I was supposed to pick that up." I lost it. I just gave this guy 25 grand. You're interrupting my drink on so that you get your stupid free t-shirt. And I think I said something to him to the effect of, "Why don't you go buy a t-shirt factory with the money I just gave you?" And I walked away. I was so mad.
What kind of tarp? What kind of tarp was it? That it was so special.
It was it was going to be like a Stampeders t-shirt. Like that was part of the giveaway because no one expected anyone to kick the field goal, so they wanted everyone to go home with something. And dude was clinging to the. As we've said a million times, I married a gal who used to run marketing departments, and it was always never underestimate the power of a free t-shirt. Sickening.
But you got the ball from your 5 touchdown performance, your MVP performance. We did have actually a text, Olga, who's now at the Tiger Lily Senior Home in Moosomin, Saskatchewan. She was the one that covered you that day, and she remembers it vividly.
Tell her I apologize, and I hope they got the cleat marks out of her neck. But I had to make the grab. I had to make it.
Okay, when you think of Grey Cup, like classic memories, maybe it was as a kid, as covering it and all that. Which one comes to mind? Like that one Grey Cup memory.
You know oh God. Again, I'm so old and I shouldn't talk like this, but I remember driving back from a hockey tournament in Detroit. I grew up in the Toronto area, and we were coming back from Detroit, and I had a rich friend who had a TV that like you could watch in your car. You know what I mean? It was about the size of our phones nowadays, but it was like a big deal, and it would go in and out. Like we'd go 2 or 3 minutes with nothing, then we'd get a glimpse. Anyway, I feel like that was the year John Candy and those boys won it with the Argos. And I watched that in a little vehicle, and I'll just never forget. That's it. Like, it was such an important sporting event back then. And I'm not saying it isn't now. It still is. I still think it captures the imagination of our nation. But that's one of my earliest ones. And, you know, I covered one in Hamilton where it snowed the whole game.
Yeah. Who played the halftime show? Who was your favorite halftime show? Having a rum?
Shania Twain. Shania Twain in Ottawa. Because we hadn't seen her. Remember, she disappeared for like 10 or 15 years.
Switzerland.
She shows up. Yeah, she went to Switzerland. She got a divorce. She lost her voice. She came back. All through it all, she's still hot. She comes out in a sled, and it's snowing like crazy in Ottawa, which they weren't expecting. It was fantastic. Yeah, that's the other one. The other one that was my favorite is the time when some Canadian band, I don't even know who they are, they showed up. We always used to joke that, the halftime show at the Super Bowl is like this $50 billion production. And in Calgary, they grab a milk crate, and some old Canadian band stands on their individual milk crates, and that's the halftime show. It's not quite as elaborate, but God damn it, it's ours. I love it.
I remember that's one of my memories, Grey Cup memories, is Rocket Ishmael running the kick in the freezing cold, and that guy almost hitting him with a beer can. He throws it.
Yes.
Here it is right here. If you're watching the stream, like this guy was really good. This is so right. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And right about now, here it comes. Goodbye. Oof.
Just missed him.
Oh, we're crazy up here. Yeah, John Candy, Bruce McNall. Man, that guy was a shyster. I love it. Okay, so I got to ask a couple of hockey questions before I let you go. I'm not sure.
Talk Grey Cup.
Why are they doing that? I love Stockholm, man. I think that's the nicest city I've ever been to. But why are they playing hockey in Sweden and Stockholm today? This whole European series or whatever it's called.
I'm with you. Like I don't think anybody here could possibly care less about it. It's just they shoehorn it in the middle of the season. No one knows why. I actually cover the league for a living. I couldn't even tell you who's playing in this game. Is it today, tomorrow? I have no idea. Is it in the middle of the night? Is it morning?
Penguins. Predators beat the Penguins 2-1.
Oh, it's already happened. Oh my God. See, come on, guys.
You were too busy looking for that ball today to watch hockey.
Oh my God! Thank God I found it. Yeah, thank God I found it. And by the way, if you see Eunice again or whatever her name was from the old age home,
Olga, tell
her they going to zone defense was a terrible idea. They needed to double up on me because I was feeling it that day.
I was going to say, no one could cover you. What else are they going to do? But yeah, I guess double, triple team.
Yeah, and at the end, it just didn't. And right up until the concussion, I was feeling like on top of the world. I probably could have got more if.
And it's not your fault they wore skirts and dresses. You never like what? I brought sweatpants, runners, gloves. Be prepared.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just playing the hand they dealt me. But yeah, the outdoor game, it's not even an outdoor game. The game in Stockholm, I love that they're going over there, and but I think they should do that at the beginning of the year, like they do. They still do that, I know, but do it then. It's actually a unique way to kick off the season. People are actually interested because you get to see a game at an odd time of the day. It's usually the early game of the year. I'm okay with all that, but doing it in the middle of the season, how do you think Pittsburgh and Nashville feel about it? I'm with you, Barney. That's a great town, but come on, that's not what you want to do in the middle of the season.
Okay, and we get back to hockey next week, and we'll talk a lot. But before I let you go, if you're going to place a bet, you're going to place a Sports Select wager, Montreal, Saskatchewan. Montreal -3, or Saskatchewan's -3.5 point favorite. The over-under's 48.5. Weather's supposed to be good in Winnipeg.
This is based on a guy who doesn't watch a whole lot of CFL anymore, and I apologize for that. But Montreal has they have this long history of just coming out of nowhere and winning the goddamn Grey Cup all the time. I think I covered 3 or 4. One of those Anthony Calvillo days, they just win it all the time. And even on years when they weren't that good, they would still find a way to win it. So,
okay.
So you know what? I'll take.
Just stop talking. Just stop. Yeah. All right. Okay. Have fun. Did your wife know you found the ball?
Yeah, because I asked everyone in the house 3 times, have you seen my ball? Have you seen my ball? And they're all just like, God, you're so pathetic. I thought you grew up past that moment. But
no. She went, let me guess, you're talking to Barney.
Yeah. And then she said, really? You're talking about your stupid kick again? I said, no, it's not the kick, it's the catch. He goes, what's the catch? I go, oh, you're in for a dandy later. I'm going to tell you the story.
And the Blockbuster card is still over your right shoulder. Look at that.
Yeah, there it is.
So
Yeah.
good. Okay. Next week, buddy.
Discount.
We'll talk hockey next week.
I couldn't add much to the Grey Cup coverage. Sorry about that.
See you later.
See ya.
Cheers.
I'll tell
Enjoy the
Augie you
game.
said hi.